What is freaking happening, guys? Justin here, back at it again with another scrap metal video. A little congested, but we're chilling. We are chilling. It's after hours, so I just parked at the school here, at the high school. We didn't go far. We're not going far today. We're just getting this strip, because I haven't gotten this strip yet. Covering the ground. Making some money. There's one thing I did forget to grab. It was some water. But I'm right up the street, so I'm not going to have to worry about that. Buffalo soldier coming to America, starting from Africa. So I parked in the bus stuff because, I mean, there's cars over there. So, I mean, what time is it? I mean, they were out a couple hours ago. It's 6:22, so we're chilling. When BG's here. I could walk along this. I'm sure I'd find some stuff. But we're going to cut through and make our way to where I want to be. And then once we're done, obviously, we just come right back here to the truck. But it's going to be dark soon. So I figured since the sun's going down, I've still got time. And, you know, why not get some scrap metal? Work towards that tutu. I mean, I did have to spend some of it on some bearings and some shoes here. So, we're a little down, but, I mean, we're still close to it. We're getting closer to it. And our first piece of metal is a brake pad from a mountain bike. So, we're making progress, boys. We've already got our first piece of freaking metal, dude. Who knew the slums of a gated community would be a landmine? I mean, it's not really a landmine, but... Honestly, like this right here, like in the center here, because probably a lot of trucks and stuff will come, I don't know, but by the looks of it, there's probably a bunch of trucks that come hang out here and replace parts and stuff. Like, look, we got a semi-truck stud, wheel stud. So yeah, they're coming here to park here for a couple hours. Even though it says that, I just kind of like exposed their little spot where they hustle at. But I mean, I know DDOT or like DOT for like truckers, I know they can like work on their trucks within like a 24-hour, I think they have like a 24-hour period for that stuff, but yeah. I think they have like a 24-hour, like they can work on the side of the road. I don't know here, but I know like on the side of a highway, I believe they've got like 24 hours or something like that. Whew. These allergies are killing me, but we're good. We're G's. We could walk along that. There's probably a couple wheel weights, but let's focus on where I was wanting to go today. To stick, watch for cars here, obviously, as always. I think I left my lights on, but I mean, I'm not going to be gone for very long, so we're fine. Did I? Let me look again. No, I turned them off, I'm pretty certain. I'm pretty sure I turned them off. We'll be good. It's not just a boulder, it's a rock. It's a freaking rock. But I thought that semi-truck stud was pretty dope. somebody gets too close, I've got a weapon too, you know. Just chuck this at their car and then jump to the side. Yeet. They want to use their vehicle as a weapon. I've got a weapon too. Careful, I might draw on you. No. That's what you get for trying to run my ass over. Look at this orange pail. Cockfight! Drops my pants. Oh, is that one of those? Oh, it's a Land Rover. There's like a new, or wait, maybe it is. I think that is the new thing. It's not a Land Rover, it's some new dealer. And it's some like weird thing. I don't know. I think I am gonna probably go on the median side this time, maybe. Since this is just such a small area to cover. And then I'll hit that again. Like on the way back, like we'll do 2 ways. Not 2 ways, but like I'll walk this, and we'll walk that far side on that side, and we'll walk both sides of this median. So back and forth 2 times. I probably won't get much today, because this is like nothing but wheel weights and kind of like stuff like this that I've already found. But I mean, it's a vlog, and something's better than nothing, you know? It's just a close step closer to the 2TL, like I've been saying, like what, 15 times. We'll probably stop for I think I do have a water bottle in the truck, so we'll stop for a water break as well. So I need to stay hydrated. I can't get dehydrated out here. And we're gonna wait, make sure there's no cars coming. Got another piece of metal. That's like a fitting for a mower or a truck, like a ball joint fitting, like to put grease. To put the grease fitting, it's grease fitting. That's what I want to say. A grease fitting. You don't see those? I've never actually. I don't recall. I mean, at least not in the vlogs. So we'll count the things that I found in vlogs. I haven't seen one of those fittings yet. I have not found a grease fitting yet. I might have once or twice, but that I remember of? No. I have not found a grease fitting. So that's pretty freaking awesome. That's pretty rad that I found a grease fitting. That's something new. So that's all plastic from cars. I mean, I figured there was going to be a lot of plastic from cars and crap because this battlefield, the school's right there. So that is the school I grew up. Well, originally. So what happened was I went to a much smaller alternative school, and then in middle school, and then I transferred to Battlefield, and then Battlefield was just too big, and then I went to Brentsville, which is in Noakesville, and dog, it was straight up butt cheeks, all 3 of them. I mean, it's public school, what do you expect? And I wound up dropping out at 17 anyways. Well, yeah, like 17, 18, because COVID hit. And I was like, dude, this is bullcrap. I'm not gonna do online school, I'm just gonna go to work. I've got a 9 to 5 to go to. So, I just decided to go full-time 9 to 5. And that didn't work out for very long. And then, well, obviously, I wanted some free time. And then I started working part-time. And then left that company, all that, and then I started doing my own thing, which is what I've been doing. Hustling and Uber. Stopped doing Uber. And now I've just been hustling. 23, going strong, man. I've been doing YouTube and hustling. And shit, I mean, I'm making just as much, if not more, than I did working a 9 to 5 doing this stuff. Some days you get real lucky, and then other days it's like I've, you know, really gotten nothing, no money. But alright, got this Mini Cooper coming. I just almost nearly impaled my dick. That would have hurt with this wheelbarrow handle. Oh, look at this coward. Let's get the plate number. TUW7466. TUW7466. That stupid bitch. It was my turn to go. You suck. Look at this turd. This asphalt turd. That is metal. Oh, what do we have here? Not base metal. Scooter likes metal. My name's Jeffy. Oh, my name's Scooter. I think I told you guys about that. SML is hilarious. I can't believe they still make Jeffy videos after all these years. But, you know, honestly, I'm gonna walk around the school too, because I'm sure there's some metal there. I for some odd reason, I feel like it. And it's just a part of the vlog. Anyways, once I make a full, once I make it all the way down, like I said, we'll still hit the medians before I go around the school. It's a lot warmer out today, so my battery should stay pretty full. It's a great Tuesday today. No, today's Wednesday. Bloody biscuit! I forgot today was Wednesday. We have a bolt. We have a bolt. Look at that. Oh yeah, my brothers, we got some more stuff. Let's go, boys. Woo! Got another bolt. There we go. Good about another bolt. Ooh, 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 ooh. Another bolt. Holy shit, you guys. We found another bolt. Good morning, USA. I've got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day. Another lug nut. The sun in the sky has a smile on his face, and it's shining the salute to the American race. Bum, 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 bum. Oh boy, it's swell to say, good morning, USA. Now this, we're gonna have to really scope out. Drugs! I thought this was a drug-free school zone. That's freaking disgusting. All right, I need to do a little snot racket. Woo. Yummy. This metal, now it's plastic. Dumb plastic, fooling me again. Yummy. Hopefully you're not grossed out by my snot rockets. I always think they're funny and kind of, well, for me obviously satisfying, but like watching someone else snot rocket, I always found, like, obviously not delicious, but I've got a strong gut, so I always think it's funny when someone loogies. Not like loogies on somebody, obviously, because that's fucking disgusting. Excuse my French. But, like, just like, you know, like loogies just out of ransom, or snot rockets. Ooh, look, we got some wheel weights. Wheel weight, wheel weight, wheel weight. Wheel weight 1, wheel weight 2, wheel weight 3, wheel weight 4, 5, and 6. Holy crap, you guys. We got 6 wheel weights in one spot. 7, 6, 7! 6, 7 wheel weights. That's crazy. I've never seen 7 in so, like, just one spot. Never seen it in one spot like that. 8. We had 8 wheel weights. What on earth? Someone, like, chucked their whole wheel and, like, took all the weights off right there. I mean, obviously, sometimes they fall off a lot in the rain. Or, like, you know, they obviously, like, they don't stick very well. That design, those kinds of wheel weights don't stick very well. They're like glue onto the back of the wheel, on the inside of the wheel, and they suck. But there's some wheel weights that, you know, the common ones I'll find as well. Those are very common because of that, but there's some that don't just have glue, but they'll, like, be sitting on the lip of the rim. And those are the ones that you really want if you need to balance your tires. There's some people that do a really good job at installing wheels and tires on their wheels, and you don't have to balance them at all. And there's a little trick that those that know how to do that to where you don't have to put wheel weights on it. But a lot of shops you'll take it to will put wheel weights on it because they don't know what they're doing. But you don't want to put too many wheel weights or it's going to be a problem. 1 or 2 wheel weights is not a problem, I guess. I mean, you're never going to always get it perfect unless you're like a 50 years of experience, I guess, type thing, right? But it takes an expert to do it. But when they balance them, right? If they use those kinds, I would never go back to their shop. If they use the kind that goes onto the lip of the rim, and also some cars don't have that ability to, well, actually most barrels have that lip where they can put it on the rim like that. And try to go to a shop that never does wind up having to use wheel weights. But if you take it to a shop and they, you know, use wheel weights because they suck at installing tires on the wheels, I would highly recommend and suggest you would find a reputable shop that doesn't use the glue kind of weight. Because is that a Nerf gun bullet or a shotgun shell piece? Or is that something else totally different? It's like some lipstick or some shit. I was like, there better not be a shotgun shell or whatever that was. Not a, well, you know, like, not a shell, but the plastic casings. There's like the plastic casing ones. Shotgun shell. Yeah, shotgun shell. There's the metal bullet casing, but then there's the shotgun shells. And it looked like a shotgun shell. I'm gonna go back. Alright, we're gonna leave this here. And I'm gonna go and grab some water. And then we'll walk the median. And then after we walk the median, we'll walk to school, I guess. So I don't think there's gonna be much at this school. But I mean, there's probably gonna be a few wheel weights or something like that, for sure. Let me check the bathroom, guys. We'll get started on the median. Alright, boys, we're back. 77%, so we're solid. And I did turn my lights off, so we're solid barrel. So, all right, now let's go ahead and continue the hunt, shall we? Move, B, get out the way, get out the way, B, get out the way. I don't want to say the word. I need to do another stunt rocket before we walk into the median area. Yummy. Get out of my way, I'm trying to work, can't you see? All right. This neighborhood wants to be top priority, but they don't understand that I am also. If they wanted to treat me and act like I'm gonna be the next president of the United States, that I am top fucking priority, damn it. You better believe that. I am more part than you, Dominion Valley. You hear that? Nobody here is special. This neighborhood is awful. You guys are pretty cool though. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing to my content. Jeez, this road is awful. Whoever paved this road did an awful job. Good Lord have mercy. I mean, it's also an older road, but they better fix these damn roads. My tax money's going to it. Pour it towards something like the roads. Wait till the IRS finds out I'm evading my taxes this year. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally doing that, you know. I definitely made over 12 grand. There's another piece of metal there. I'm pretty certain. No, it's plastic. And it's not worth walking back out that way once I shut this back down, so. Plastic or metal? That's plastic or is that metal? That's some plastic again. Is that a piece of metal? I don't know what that is. I don't want to touch it. It looks like AIDS to me. I don't want to touch no damn AIDS. But yeah, no, I forgot to mention, well, I think I have talked about it a few times, but it's unfortunate because it turns out there's more than just the few pedophiles that I've seen on that Newsbreak app that I was telling you guys about. I believe it's called Newsbreak. But Newsbreak, hello! Unfortunately, there's a lot more pedophiles around here than I thought. And it's really a shame, and that's why, that makes a lot of sense why a lot of these old people won't F off. I need some more people my age, hello! I'm 23, not in my 30s, 40s, or 50s. And I'm not interested in talking to minors, because that's disgusting. It's common sense. Some wackos around here. Well, that's why I find it hysterical that those kids were so jealous of me that they wanted to call me one also. I told them that they were too young for me. And they didn't understand that, I guess. They can't take rejection very well like the old people can. They get it from the old people. Ooh. Oh, that's a worm. I thought it was a clamp for a second. A rusty clamp. But it was just a worm. It was just a little squirmy worm. Look at that poo-colored tundra. It's poo brown. That was a weird color choice. The new Tundras are trash. What do you guys think of the new Toyota Tundra and Tacomas? I think they're trash now. Especially the new Tacoma. And the new Tacomas are weird. They have the, kind of like in Japan, because I believe they're manufactured in Japan for America ones, but they're still left-hand drive. They have the exhaust on the left side, and they're not dual pipes. It's weird. It used to be on the right side, right? And that's kind of what it's supposed to be, I thought. I thought that was a law where in America you had to have the exhaust on the right side. But for the Tacomas, I don't know about the Tundras, but the new Tacoma has it on the left side now, which I think is extremely strange. I saw a work truck one at first, and I thought, that exhaust is on the left side, isn't it? And it is. And then I kept looking them up, and every time I'd look it up or see another Tacoma, it was on the left side. The exhaust is on the left side. It is ridiculous. It's freaking ridiculous. Nice rolling stop, you coward. Get off of the phone. No beer cans, which is very impressive, surprising, and I don't know if I mean, obviously still concerning that I found those in the previous times that I've done this, but normally I'd find a beer can every time. It's probably because it's by the school. They probably pick up after it too a lot here, but like, normally I'd find a beer can like every time, and this time we haven't, so that's good. So far, we haven't even really found any vape pods or anything yet, have we? A lot of plastic from cars because people just can't drive. And mistakes happen, honest mistakes happen. But over the years, like, I have mindfulness if it was a medical emergency or if you were falling asleep or something, because, you know, shit happens. Or like, if you're like, I don't know, if you're first starting out, you should probably practice in a parking lot if you're gonna wind up crashing on the street. Anyways, enough said and done. It's all BS. These people do it. It's a little different. There's a difference between an honest mistake and BS, and you can just flat out tell with these people. It's usually BS. Got a piece of metal. Most of the time, not every time. There's, like I said, there's honest mistakes, and mistakes do happen. But there's the obvious difference. It's all BS. Because they're liberal sissies too busy dipping their skull berry. Ah, nasty. But it's all common sense, general knowledge. It's a choice. These damn kids are too busy hitting the pendulum that they got from their mommy and daddy or from their older siblings. Unfortunately, parents are encouraging and enabling children to do those things, which also causes accidents. But like I've said before, I think I've said that in previous vlogs, why on God's name, why do children seem to drive better than the old people? Shouldn't the old people be better? I feel like I still see the same amount, if not more, collisions with old people because their egos get to the best of them and they think that they're better than the children. That's what it is. It's an ego thing. It's because, or whatever you call it, I guess it's ego. It's just a made-up name. There's no such thing as ego. It's just because, unfortunately, their heightened level of confidence from being a poor driver in the beginnings makes them think that they're better than everyone else and then winds up crashing. That's why I feel like kids are driving better than old people nowadays and their parents. Like, I drive better than my parents, and everyone knows this, but everyone hates to admit it. Everyone hates to admit that I drive better than them. I'm one of the rare few that has had their truck since high school without putting a scratch or dent on it. Like, most of these people that have vehicles in high school either wind up selling it and regretting it, or selling it because they have to, or wind up crashing. Most people never make it out of high school without totaling their first car. I never totaled mine. I've had it for almost 8 years now. But almost everyone I know that was in high school has totaled their previous cars that they were in high school. Except for I. Nobody should be talking. It's okay, I understand that's why everybody's so jealous. But there's no need to harass me because you're jealous. You could be jealous, you don't have to harass the person that you're jealous of, though. That's what people don't understand. Like, no one cares, bro. Like, no one cares how jealous you are. And that's something the female has to understand. And old men. It's disgusting. Females and old men have to understand that. I think the guys my age have pretty much got that down. We're all doing pretty decent with that. There's the odd few. But I feel like for some reason, the people who are out of control are the females and the old, smelly, gross, disgusting, old, barfy men. Ooh, look, a tampon. Is that why females are so nasty? On their period? And that's a way to piss a girl off. Anyways, it's probably the jokes I have to say. Sounds like they're jealous. But there's nothing to be jealous of. That's the problem. Ooh, we've got our first can of the day, boys. Check this out. We've got a mini Diet Coke can. It's not a big Coke can, it's a mini Diet Coke can. It's a mini one. It's a mini one. And then we've got a Benjamin. It's the Benjamin. It's a heroin needle. No, it's just a pen. But it's got some aluminum on it, so we're gonna take that. Ew, it's a Zen. Oh, somebody, please. Okay, I probably shouldn't be yelling that, but I'm joking. I'm mocking Joshua Block. Somebody! I think I'm seizing. Ow! There once was a ship that went to sea because it's 1700 somewhere. Pour me something tall and strong. I need a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30 and I don't care. It's Monster Energy Mango Loco somewhere. Another can. No fucking way. There's metal on the inside of that. It's a chain, a loop chain. I used to know, well, I don't know. I didn't used to know, but my dad told me he used to know. I had a conversation with my dad a while ago. And these big machines like that, and big excavators and front loaders and all those things, apparently there was somebody, he doesn't know them personally, but he knows a person that knows the guy. You know, like I know a guy that knows this guy. And apparently he's number one BS guy, and he wound up stealing like multi-millions of dollars worth of equipment like that, and wound up like going to federal prison for it because it's a federal crime. I haven't seen earbuds like that in forever. Kids need to ditch those earpods and go back to those. Those were the good old days where you'd have to, you know, grab your headbuds and wrap them around your MP3 player or something because they wouldn't work right. Or like you had to twist the headphone jack a certain way for it to work right. Those were the days. Late 90s, early 2000s. Somebody broke something. I thought it was a phone, but it wasn't. Somebody broke a phone. Somebody broke their trap phone because they had to hide all of the stuff that they had on there. All of the anime and hentai porn. Because that's as bad as it gets here. This school wasn't that bad with gangs and stuff. There probably was a few wannabes, but this school wasn't that bad. That I know of, at least. This area became the slums shortly after I left, like, high school era, though. This place is in slums now. That's what I call it. The slums of the gated community. Everybody drives like it's the slums. I wonder, I kind of skipped a lot of those medians. I should probably look through those medians. But all this walking and talking is making me kind of tired. But no excuses. Ooh, look. Coke Zero. We got a Coke Zero can. Another that's a big tampon. Holy crap. It's almost as much as Strikel's big. Okay, that was just straight up weird and creepy that I said that. That was the creepiest thing I've said today. We've got a USB charger. That was totally disgusting, but the most creepiest thing I've said. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, here's our first little vape pod device. Gay. Breathe air. Oh, you hear the orchestra? They're playing the Pornhub beat. No. those little chain things, those links, have metal on the inside of them. There's a video on YouTube of a tornado spawning right here. Someone was standing in this parking lot, actually. I think they were standing over there or over there. And it was in like 2007. I don't know if it's still up, but there's somebody, I have no idea who it is, but somebody posted on YouTube. And they posted, it was like, I think it was like it was a small one, but you could see the funnel. I don't remember if it touched, but the funnel was going right over the baseball field, or the football field, and it was like coning in. And I was like, holy crap. We don't really get tornadoes much out this way. Ooh, another piece of metal. Oh, you guys, I put another piece of metal. This is, I was gonna say a hitch pin clip, or not a clip, but a hitch pin piece, but that is way too small for a hitch pin. That's probably to something like really small, like a bike or something, like a small mountain bike's piece of suspension or something. Is that Arnold Schwarzenegger? That's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get to the chopper now! 9999999! 9999999! Get to the chopper now! 9999! That is a huge chopper, holy crap. That thing is huge, you guys. That thing is massive. You can stop for me. I am more important than you. I think there's another soda can over there. What is that? Oh, it's tinfoil. So that's one thing I don't really like picking up either, is tinfoil, because unfortunately foil is used for other things than food and grilling and other things, unfortunately. Well, there is another can there. Is that oh, okay. It got rained out. So there's Dr. Pepper there. I was like, I've never ever in my life seen a chrome Dr. Pepper can is the first. And I was like, oh, it just got like acid poured on it or something. It got acidized. Okay, good. There's not enough buses for me to worry about like having to move my truck. Oh. What's this? Is that a butterfly? Oh shit, I just broke it. Well, it's not important, but it's like a little like plastic, like glass butterfly or something. Oh. More metal. More metal. Extra bubblegum. Card. What is this? What do we have here? Tommy Barbecue. Some barbecue joint. Never heard of it. Some more glass. To someone's bong. Somebody's smoking on the premises. Call the Karen stats. Oh God. We can't be having that at this school. That wouldn't be any good. Kids hitting the bong, the THC. How dare them? How dare them be a high schooler? Is that a breath mint? Is that a lifesaver in the wrapper? Holy crap, you guys. We just found a lifesaver in the wrapper. What a lifesaver. Oh, quench my thirst and make me... I'm not going to say the rest of that sentence. Awkward whistle by the bus lady. Do, 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 do. Look at that cat. The cat in the yacht. The cat in the lot. What is there, like a football game tonight or something? Quick, I gotta run to Giant and buy some donuts and then grab my fishing rod and lure the police. Perfect, now's my chance. I probably got 5 minutes. Yeah, should we do a little bit of trolling? I have never seen two Audis parked like this together. It's kind of cool. But one's an A7, one's an A5. They need to both be A7s. Or no, A5s. The A7 is just a bigger version of the A5, right? I don't really know. I'm not an Audi person. Although I know, like, maybe it's similar to, like, you know, like the BMW has the M2, M3, M4, M5. So, like, maybe the Audi has the Audi A3, A5, and A7. And it's kind of just like that, and they're just bigger and smaller. So, like, one's better for handling and performance. They all are, but one's better in ways that the other one isn't. I'd like to assume. But, like, it shocks me that I found, like, 3 pieces of metal in this parking lot. Which means that there's more. This would look really suspicious to a cop, by the way. If they didn't know it was me, but I know for a fact that if they looked over here, they're like, oh, it's Justin. They already know it's me, so it wouldn't be suspicious. But, like, someone that looks like, I look like a middle-aged man. So I'm a middle-aged man with a helmet on, walking the perimeter of a school with a wheelbarrow. That doesn't look suspicious at all. With a, yeah, it kind of does. But with a big bet. Ew. What is that? Is that a toy? Ew, that's disgusting. The pocket pussy was worse. That was diabolical. Semi-truckers know how to party. Oh, look, another can. Is that a wheel weight? Oh, no, that's a Canada Dry. Oh, dude. Excuse me, how you doing? So, like, this Canada Dry reminds me. Years ago, I just had a conversation with my buddy about it. We're talking about our grandparents. And my grandma used to drink a warm ginger ale. A warm soda. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm soda. Could you drink, I mean, I've drinking warm sodas before, yes. When I'm, you know, that desperate to drink something. And I'll put it in the fridge or whatever, right? But a warm ginger ale. She could not drink them cold. I was like, I've never, ever in my life, to someone's rust bucket, probably to someone's Chevy shitbox. Ooh, and a Corona. Uh-oh, there's alcohol on the premises. Somebody's been drinking on the premises, and it was definitely not me, obviously. Somebody call the Karen police! As long as they weren't driving. Drinking and driving is the dumbest stunt. I don't want to be a part of somebody's Tiger Woods nonsense. I've said that once, but I really wanted to say that because I think it's really funny, and there was high schoolers right there. I think it's really, really funny. I know they don't think I'm funny, but I think I'm funny. So yes, I'm going to say it in front of a crowd. Buffalo soldier, coming to America, starting from Africa, Buffalo soldier. It's not just a boulder, it's a rock, another rock. Well, 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 we finally found another one, boys. What year is it? It's a penny. It's always fine. 2001, you guys. 2001 authentic penny. That is an authentic penny, my guys. That is insane. I always love finding pennies, dimes, and nickels, because then I could read them. The last few that I found, I think I shared with you guys on here, and they were all smashed up. This one's so clean. Most of the time, pennies are disgusting. That one was pretty clean. Although, unfortunately, there was probably fentanyl on it. No, there wasn't. You would know. There would be like a white stain on it. Well, sometimes, it depends. But with it being at a school, the chances of it having fentanyl on it is slim. But that's why I have these gloves. So like if anyone's watching this, I would always recommend, highly recommend, I do not want anyone to go out there. Do it at your own risk. But I would not want to hear or see anyone going out there without medical grade gloves. Because if you don't have medical grade gloves on, when you're picking up any kind of metal, does not matter if you've gone after rain, and if you're doing it in a school, it does not matter where you are. I stress myself out over it because I don't want to overdose on something if I pick something up and see it. And I'm like, oh shit. So it's like any piece of metal that I find could have a trace of drugs on it. So I have to be very careful picking these things up. So if anybody wants to do the same stuff, always like wear medical grade gloves. I'm finding so much makeup. And then a bunch of those tampons too. It's a high school, so I mean, what I expect is gonna be a nasty lot. Is that a piece of metal or is that, there's rust on it? Yeah, it is a piece of metal. Looks like a pen spring. I don't know. Another wheel weight. Look, check it out, you guys. This is the wheel weights I was talking about before in the beginning of the vlog. These are the kinds of wheel weights that are better. They go right on the, those go on the rim, on the barrel, on the outer lip of the barrel. Check. We got I thought they were scissors, but they're like those eyebrow things for girls, you know, like when you do the eyebrows and they like pull them out and they put like that stuff on it. So that's metal. Don't ask how I know that, okay? Jesus Christ. Levi, you got the pizza? Oh, Jesus Christ. You're gay too, how could you say that? No, I'm not actually gay. It's because I've studied, because I'm into alternative and goth girls. Relax. No. No. I mean, it's just because, like, I've seen them before. Oh, Mommy. What did you guys think of my Mr. Slave impression? Pretty good. What even is that? It's a watch? It's a peaceful watch, so there's a battery in it. There's a battery in it, so that means that it's metal. It's aluminum. It's a piece of aluminum. That's pretty neat. We found some pretty neat stuff today. There's still the back lot we're gonna scout. What's this? You know, I'm sure there's a few things on this median by the buses. I'm sure they've got a lot of wheel weights and stuff that I could spot, or like some bolts that have fallen off of those things. Hold on. Oh, it's not bus. I was like, what is that noise? And it was like, it's the cooling system to the bus. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Is that little? Is that a can? Oh, dude, there's a can in the ground. Check that out, you guys. I think it's like a ginger ale can in the ground. Somebody smashed that thing into the mud. Holy cow. We got it out, though. Ooh, what can is it? Somebody was trying to hide that can. It must be alcohol. Dude, every time I find an alcohol can, it always makes me wonder why they've not set up a checkpoint yet. You know how many people, they'd be pulling over the whole area. That's why they don't do checkpoints. I know for a fact that's gotta be why. Is because if they did a DUI checkpoint, if they wound up doing one and following through with a DUI checkpoint constantly without warning, nobody would be driving. Well, not nobody, but the vast majority, the 90%. The 90% of these people, most of these cars that you're looking at here, would probably be off the roads, and those people's licenses would be revoked. Not all of them, but most of them. And that's why they don't. It's because they don't have enough freaking police officers to perform one. Which is why I think the feds need to get involved in this shit. I have enough evidence to prove it. And that's why no one agrees with me, though. It's because I'm right. That's why they don't agree with me. It's because I'm right. That's another reason why I'm single, by the way. It's kind of nice, actually. I mean, it would be nice to have a girlfriend, but I really could not go out with most of these girls. Like, none of them are interested anyways, but it's kind of a good thing that they're not. Because, unfortunately, a lot of these chicks are really not that great. In my age group, obviously. Like, talking about this in front of a high school is, like, really weird. Because I'm also an adult now. But, like, it has nothing to do with those people. They're too young. And then there's people that are too old. But, like, that's the shitty part about it. Is, like, a lot of older women think I look older than 23. So, like, a lot of older women are being weird. Ugh. But what's really weird is the old men. That's what's disgusting. So it's like, I'm dealing with them too. So it's like, I can't imagine how these girls are. Like, dealing with all these dudes. Like, all these old dudes. They're creepy as shit, dude. Like, I don't know. Enough talking about people. I've talked enough about them in my vlogs today. And it's not everybody. I've said this a million times. It's really not everybody. And all of my followers, I really applaud you and thank you for watching my content. It really means a lot. And I hope you guys are enjoying it as always. It's just been really creepy since it's like, it's just hard. Like, I'm not complaining by any means. I am super grateful and super happy for all of you guys. It's just, I've been on here for over 4 years. I've got almost 5,000 videos. And there's like I've looked at my statistics and my analytics, and my viewings. And I know there's more people that I've met in public and who have spotted me in public with my light without seeing me on the internet, because I was very well known beforehand, before the internet. and it was Stockton High School. So because of that, well over 6 million people know my name. There's well over 6 million people, and I only have 2,000, I think 500 followers, something like that right now. And I'm not complaining, and it's not wrong. There's nothing wrong. Nobody owes me shit. None of these people owe me nothing. But people keep acting like I owe them something. And it's like, I don't owe you nothing either, bro. Like, I don't owe you nothing either. So it's like, nobody owes me nothing. I don't owe nobody nothing. But with how everybody's acting and acted growing up, and like, how many people know my name now? I mean, it's well over 6 million. That's just an oddball number. And I know that comes off really delusional, but it's the truth. It's not delusional. You know, at first I thought it was a couple hundred people knew my name. And then I looked at everything, looked at all the stats, also understanding that some of them are bots, but also clearly in public, I'm very well known. So it's like well over 6 million people now. So still being single, but being this well known, and let alone dealing with all weird people, a lot of weird people, and good people, a lot of good people too. But like, not many people like subbing, and none of them owe me it. It's just been really weird, really creepy, that's all. Not calling anybody creepy, not calling anybody out, just saying it's been very odd and very strange. Look at all these monster truck tires. It's always so cool to see them here. Obviously, it's probably for like the gym and like the team. You know, they do like the flipping the monster truck tires and stuff. And they flip these other tiny tires, I'm sure. Because I don't know what else these would be for. Oh, wait, shoot. I didn't think about that. These are probably for that front loader out front. But like, I don't know what the heck they'd be doing here. They'd probably be using it for the flipping the tire thing in the gym, right? That's the only thing I can think of. Because like, I mean, they could do the maintenance here with the front loading, that front loader in the front, but I don't think that's the school owns that. I don't know if the school owns that or not. That'd be insane if this. I mean, it's a public school, so like the county might own it. Obviously, it's clearly county owned, that front loader. But like, I'm actually shocked that they have it out front there because this is like a lower crime rate area. That's what makes it so sketchy to leave things out like that, because the chances of a cop patrolling this area late at night is slim. So because of that, and knowing people steal big ass equipment like that, the chances of that thing being taken is high right now, actually, that front loader. So hopefully the key's out of it, because I know a lot of people leave keys in it, and like sometimes they never get found, which is the crazy thing. Like I said, like the people that like steal those things are like really smart about it, and they'll slap a new fake sticker on it and stuff, and those bins and cereals, and they never wind up finding them. If they find them, it's because the person who stole them's dead or something else, or they just got really like lucky and wound up finding it. But like, I don't know. Ooh, look, a paperclip. You guys, another piece of metal. Heck yeah. Let's go. So like, obviously I'm not taking them, but every time I come to a school's like back lot, I always see those cones, and I do want to get them. I think I've talked about it in a couple of vlogs ago. I think one of the mini bike vlogs, I've talked about it. I want to go to like a sporting goods and get the smaller cones, like small traffic cones, or like football cones, and I want to create like a little mini bike track in a parking lot. I think it'd be pretty cool. Like they're smaller, they're like little football ones, and I can put them in a parking lot and do like a little autocross with a mini bike. You know how cool it would be if I could do it in the Miata? But like, that's the problem. Like, I can't, because then like that's like, you have to take that to the track. You can't do that in a big parking lot like this even. It'd be hassled for it. But if I wanted to do track stuff with the Miata, I wouldn't do autocross. I'd probably do drifting or like time attack or something. I'm not much of an autocross fan. I think autocross is cool, but I'm not very big into autocross. I'm more into like drifting and then like time attack and legit racing like that, or like F1, honestly. But like, I don't watch F1 a lot. I just like watching some of their drivers on YouTube. The only reason why I like watching some of those drivers is because I can kind of relate to them when it comes down to their lines. I like their lines a lot. Not all of them, but some of them. I like some of them. Some of them are awful. Some of their lines are really awful. It just really depends on the driver, you know. Like, there's some drivers. Look at this piece of rebar stuck in the ground. Pretty neat. But like, it's for the, I can't take that up. But yeah, some of those drivers do a really great job. Like there's a couple of like F1 drivers that drive like normal cars and stuff on track too on YouTube, and I really like their lines. They do a really good job. But like, it's cool because you kind of like relate to them in a way, like their seat time. Yes, I have that much seat time. But always take it to the track. I'm big into driving the speed limits. If you know who I am, I'm kind of a low and slow guy when it comes down to driving on the road. It's a safety thing. Driving the speed limits is also, it's not only just safer, but you're not getting anywhere going faster than the speed limits. I get that there's defensive circumstances, but like I said, it's all BS with most people. And like, when you're going fast on the speed limit, these people end up jumping out and then they get in the way and impede the flow of traffic. It's like, whatever, dude. Like, I always get there at the same time or even faster doing the speed limit than the person would be going 10, 15, 30 over. It was just kind of hilarious. And, you know, there's a trick to stoplights and people don't understand, and that's why a lot of them will pass me at stoplights before we get to the stoplight, but it's going to cause an accident, and that's not my fault. That's the other driver being reckless's fault. And it's been an ongoing problem ever since I started driving, because people don't know how to slow down properly and just don't want to. They choose not to. They don't want to. And it's like, it's fine, but it's not, because it puts my life in immediate danger, and as well as the others around that don't deserve to be put in danger because of this, the people doing it. It's too many people. But like, anyways, enough about that. It's just like, I wish there was a few more people in this area that could understand and relate.